Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode number 80. I think that hasn't been updated since last time.
No, we're on 79 still.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because due to technical difficulties, we didn't actually have
Oh,
the episode.
okay.
So
Episode 79.
yeah.
Welcome back. My name's Shamikh. I'm joined by Nick P. and Brad Crabley Crab. Welcome to this fucking show.
Oh, what?
Welcome to this fucking show where we talk about shit.
For the millions of people watching.
Like there's hard
Fans
shit.
around the world.
There's soft shit. You come in pellets, liquidy sometimes, how you're feeling.
If it's liquidy, you're probably not feeling too good.
No, probably not.
Let's not talk about poop.
Why not?
No,
Okay.
I'm not down.
You're not down?
No. I wanted to ask you, Brad. How do you
So you started off
Yep.
with the question that I'm gonna
Yep.
hate?
How do you feel about C9 being 5-0?
They're 6-0.
6-0. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention really.
Tilted.
Really?
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Yeah. I'm not happy about it.
I'm happy about it.
I haven't watched any of their
I'm
games. To be honest.
torn because they're my team because when I aside from Halo back in the day, League is what really got me into watching esports and the modern iteration of esports.
Mm-hmm.
And I followed Sneaky and Meteos, so I kind of was just brought to C9, and I followed them and every C9 branch after that because of that. But just how shit went down last year with Sneaky, and how he was treated on the team or whatever, it just leaves me with a bitter taste in my mouth. And I don't want the org to fail, but I just regardless, and
It
even
feels bad
Doublelift
to
has
see them
come out.
succeed without
well,
Sneaky.
I want them to realize that they were wrong about him.
Because
Because they missed I'm thinking, you can even ask Double F. He said he wasn't the problem with the team last year. He wasn't the reason why they didn't go further in Worlds or whatever like that.
Yep.
So I wanted them to I just want to be fuck it up. See, look at that. It's not your fault. But obviously they're playing well, so they're gonna get away with being ignorant at the fact that they miscalled that. But whatever.
I fucking love it.
I'm really
C9's 6-0. TSM lost first 2 games and now on a 4-game win streak.
TL's sucking.
TL's fucking shit in the bed, making me so happy this year. Oh,
Good thing is it's only 3 weeks into Spring Split, and Spring Split doesn't matter.
No, not at all.
As petty as this sounds, if C9 doesn't make Worlds, I'll probably have the biggest fucking grin on my face. I
How?
would
How do you
love-
not want?
I would love for
They
the
look
first
so
year.
strong.
Yeah, it's fucking Spring Split week 3.
Oh, okay, fair
It
enough.
means nothing.
Okay.
Any team can be strong in spring and fall flat.
Okay, fair enough.
I just
The idea.
it's bad because I like C9 and I don't want them to lose, but I'm a Sneaky fan before I'm a C9 fan, and I want that justice. So I want them to miss Worlds once.
The first year they don't have
And
it.
I would love this is so petty, it's so petty, but I would love the reason they freaking didn't qualify was something regarding their bot lane fucking up. I would just, I'm that'd be so good. It'd be so good.
Anyways, we just talk about how C9 fleeced the fuck out of EG.
I actually didn't watch any LCS this week.
Oh my god, Sven Skaren and Zazel are trash.
Yeah, Zazel is trash, and that's why the Cloud9 bot lane didn't do well last year, because Zazel isn't good.
But fucking Sven Skaren went from being MVP to holy fuck, how do I play League of Legends?
He's done that even on C9 though.
I
Well,
know,
he
but
had
moments
on
where-
TSM,
But
he was up and
this
down
is
too.
Yeah.
more consistent. Holy shit, he's bad.
Yeah,
True. I mean, he doesn't have good players to
yeah. I mean,
round
EG's
out his
roster
weaknesses.
isn't the greatest anyway.
Yeah,
But I haven't watched.
They
the
chose
game, so.
Jizuke over Demonte or Pobelter, which is an issue there
Jizuke
already.
is such a wild card.
He's a bad player. He had one good year,
I agree.
and that's it.
Yeah, he's not consistent at all.
Yeah.
He's not that
He
great.
had that one run in 2018 with
Misfits? No. What's that team called?
Vitality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vitality.
Then watching Someday take a shit all over Liquid the other day.
But then he sucked yesterday.
Yeah, Someday giveth, Someday taketh.
True.
But I fucking loved it. It was so good. Seeing him just 1v1 impact and just crushing him. Oh,
How do you like all the NA
I don't NALCS still shit compared to LEC. Total trash.
Yep.
But just my narratives are working right now.
Makes you feel
PL's
good.
not that great.
Yeah.
Because they aren't.
Mm-hmm.
They are not that great. Even with Brox, they won't be that great.
I think the problem is that they keep playing Senna.
The problem is that they're bad.
They're not bad though.
They're bad
Why are they bad?
because they're just bad.
No, it's a sick argument, dude.
They're just bad.
That was a sick point. I'm
They're
glad. Let me counter it with, nah, they're just good.
They're just a bad team.
Yeah, but they're just a good team though.
Nah, man. They can't fucking win games against fucking 100 Thieves.
Yeah, but they're gonna win games because they're good. Is this how Nick argues? Am I doing it
Honestly,
right?
I don't know. C9 6-0. What the fuck's sneaky?
So as soon as I prove that your argument sounds bad, you immediately just try to attack something different because you're losing on this front. You just told me I won.
Where the fuck's sneaky, boy?
Doesn't matter. I won.
Do you think
Easy.
early impressions of the NLCS? Do you think we have a chance to make it out of the group stage?
Fuck no.
Again, it's like week 3 of spring, so like
No definitive answer.
what they're like the level they're at right now means like next to nothing.
Like, just what G2 is undefeated in LEC, and they're not there just by dominating. They've had some close games, but even in their close games, it like flip a switch and they're like, all right, we're winning. Like, it's just like, how do you compete with that? And then you have like other teams in the LEC like Fnatic who still
Origin,
good.
really good.
Origin's okay.
Like, yeah, okay.
Like,
they're probably better than any NA team though.
probably. I would say the top 5
Except
LEC
maybe.
teams could probably beat any NALCS team.
Who's the top 5 LE team?
I don't know right now.
Okay.
Off the top of my head. But fucking Perks back in mid lane, he's like back to God mode. Just unstoppable.
I think European junglers are just too good.
Yeah, I don't think NA's really had like a
Their junglers just
like
open up the
Meteos
map
had
for
like
their
a couple
team,
years where he was
their
like
top
a
laner
god.
and their mid laner. Yeah.
But I don't think like just going.
I
through
think
the
Meteos
history
is like
books-
self-tilted.
Yeah,
Do you
Meteos
believe
like
that?
what he is right now. He's not like the
No.
same player. Like, but when he was on C9 for like those first 3 years, he was like easily the best jungler in NA and one of the best like from the Western at least. I wouldn't say best in the world because like Korea and China had some really good junglers,
Mhm.
but he was probably one of the best Western junglers. But like aside from Meteos, like is there any other like NA bred?
Odd
Like-
one.
Yeah, it's okay, odd one. But like since Odd One and Meteos, nobody really.
there's
like,
a case
stands
to be
out for
made
me.
for Xmithy. Not really.
True.
though.
But no international success really.
Yeah.
They won MSI, so I mean I can't like cut him off completely. So Smithy, but like not
No.
very many others, right?
No.
I mean, like, could argue Acadian to some degree, but not like top in the world, but like at least decent in North America.
Speaking of Meteos, really quickly, have you guys
I would.
like watching interviews with him like in the last couple of years compared to like when he was on the C9 squad? Doesn't he just seem like he's like in his own head? I don't know. It's like armchair like psychoanalysis. I'm just
I
like,
don't watch interviews
Okay.
from the LCS
Like-
because like the players don't know how to do interviews.
true.
They're worse than hockey player interviews.
Well, because you think about it, like most pros are like socially.
They're socially
driven
awkward.
I shouldn't say most, but a lot of them.
I
are.
can't watch it. Like,
Yeah.
most of them just like they're just awkward to watch, and like the casters do their best, but just like same time it's like I don't fucking want to watch this awkwardness.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think
He
Meteos is like
definitely is a
self-tilted.
self-tilter though. Oh, I can agree with that.
And yeah, I think he's so deeply tilted, but he's in denial about how tilted he is, and he just needs to like get in touch with himself, and he'll be a beast
And
again.
just like realize it.
Or just touch himself.
I'm sure he does
probably
that.
does that all the time.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about.
Do you think him and Sneaky edge each other on? We're getting into some deep shit right now.
I don't even. I'm just gonna pretend like
Cut,
yeah.
cut,
Yep.
cut.
Yep.
Try again next week.
Yep. Try again.
Nick's
next.
got some next level fantasies going on up there.
But you have no idea.
Oh, I don't want to know.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to ask about. What else? I want to talk about like. No,
should,
that's it.
should we go from playing?
Sure, you guys start. Actually, no. Yeah,
can
you
I,
guys start.
Can I just start since you guys will spend like an hour talking about Resident Evil Runeterra?
Okay,
I
go
can
for
just
it.
tell you how I
Go for it.
about
Go
Resident
for it.
Evil 4
Go for it.
again.
Wait, you started playing it?
No,
Oh, New Game Plus?
like last week I didn't.
Oh, right.
So- The Resident Evil 4 weeks ago at this point now
Mm-hmm.
ish.
Yeah.
Resident Evil rocket launcher.
Yes,
RPG
like
to win.
yeah. Well, I think I said last week I did like the game, but Act 5 really hurt it, turning it from survival-ish horror game with like mystery elements
Scavenging and stuff like that.
to like
Yep.
let's just fucking drop you in an action movie,
Give you
Yeah.
a bunch of ammo.
which is not fun at
No
all.
limitations,
'cause
really.
the combat's not great for that.
The early game, I like that you have to make choices between like what guns you're gonna buy and stuff like that. Later on, you just have so much money, you can just buy whatever you want.
Yeah, I
upgrade
literally
whatever you
bought
want.
every gun in the game at one point and
Yep.
tried them all
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you become pretty rich if you find even like half the collectibles.
Mhm.
And I used them. I was like, all right, whatever, fuck it, this is useless. But yeah, the game's great. Act 5 hurts it, because it's not meant for combat. That game. My favorite part was the beginning, where it's like still mysterious and like you don't know what's going on. Things are going crazy. But yeah, it's a really good game. Don't think I'm gonna play 6.
You're gonna try New Game Plus with the unlimited
No,
rocket
I've
launcher.
You're
I've
not
already-
gonna play what?
I think I'm gonna play 6.
Resident Evil 6?
Yeah,
Why would you play 6?
I don't know, cause I played 5 already. I don't even play 6.
Oh, don't play 6. Play 2.
I don't know if I play 2.
Play the remake of 2.
Two remake.
That is sick.
I am playing a Plague Tale right now.
Oh,
Okay, I don't mean like now, but I'm saying like on a
Shit.
Steam sale, like you could probably get it for $20, and it's a great game,
Plague Tale is pretty cool.
I'm jealous.
Why? It's on Game Pass.
True.
dude. There's like 10 games on Game Pass. Just freaking buckle down for like 2 weeks, subscribe to
I s-
Game Pass. You have the free subscription,
Yeah,
and
I
just
have-
play them
Should I quickly talk about Plague Tale?
If you want to, yeah.
All right. So a Plague Tale, in a sense, is a game set during a plague, which I assume is time it's saying. Takes place in France.
Yep.
The English.
Is it like
Are-
the Black Plague, or is it their own take on a different
It's-
plague?
I think it's like the same time frame as the Black Plague, but not the Black Plague.
Okay.
So you play as this girl named Amicia, and you're the daughter of a famous knight / lord in France, and you have a younger brother who has an affliction of some sort. I think some sort of blood disease, but like I have no idea what kind, because like it's early time, medieval times. They don't really know what's going on.
Yeah, you can't just take it to a lab.
But like you never really like seen him, and your mother is always like with him trying to treat it. So like already it's like she never sees her mother and never sees her brother, and during the very beginning of the game, it ends up just being her and her brother, like trying to survive. So like there's like this relationship that's not even there yet that they're trying to build on, and she's trying to protect her brother while trying to survive.
Turns out her brother is some super demon evil guy with superpowers, and he's gonna save the world.
I have no idea.
Okay, I don't know.
Wow, spoilers. Okay.
So it's you and her. It's her and her brother on the run, and you're told to go to this doctor to get help. And on the way there, you discover that people are getting sick. There's this illness going around, like this plague thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you find out that you know how the Black Plague, like it came from rats.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this plague comes from rats too. But imagine if the rats were like 40 times more aggressive and ate humans.
Okay, that's
That's kind of fucked up
elevates the bubonic plague a little bit.
a little bit.
So the way it
Jeez.
works that
Like live humans or human bodies, because
live,
So they'll
dead,
they'll just like
and
attack you.
anything. They'll eat any meat. Yeah, they'll attack you.
Okay.
Only way to like defend yourself is to like they're afraid of light, so that during the day they don't come out. But in dark areas, underground caverns, or at nighttime, they will come out and like try to attack you. But as long as you have light on you, you're fine.
Shit, yeah.
Um,
So there's no real way to fight back.
there's no way to back the
Ooh,
rats.
I
You
like
can
it.
fight other humans, which is
Sure.
very interesting because like you're not a fighter.
Yeah.
Most of the time you want to sneak around and stealth around, but you do have tools to fight. You have a
Okay.
sling,
Okay.
which like kills enemies one hit to the head.
Okay.
Knocks them out or something.
No, just no, they're dead.
Actually,
Actually dead.
Jesus. Is there any way to non-lethal?
You could put them to sleep,
Okay.
but like that requires you getting behind them and like using a lot of resources to like craft a sleeping elixir to like put them to sleep.
Oh, okay. So it's just
sure.
easier just to
It's easier to stealth around and like kill 'em.
yeah.
Conk people.
It's cool
out.
because like
Yeah.
the character Amicia, she's not a killer or a knight or whatever.
Mhm.
She's trained to become a knight, but like she's not there yet. So when she gets her first kill, she's like freaking her shit. Like imagine Lara Croft in the first game,
Yeah.
like she's like fucking freaking out. But then of course it's a game. Oh,
So the next chapter you're just killing.
no,
them.
like literally 5 minutes later, you fight a boss character,
Okay.
and I'm like this. I get like the point. If they do a better job in this game of like showing the I don't want to kill anybody, but I will have to survive, better than the Tomb Raider did, because Tomb Raider is like it's island full of enemies. Here it's like you die in one hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like you better fucking
Are there
hire.
difficulty settings?
Yes. Well, that yes and no. I'm playing on immersive, so I have no HUD. I thought it'd be more.
You literally just made this guy's like night. You said
So-
you said
No
you said the
HUD.
word.
Immersive.
Yeah.
So like I thought it'd be cool to try. I thought like the game more. It does make the game more interesting, more difficult to play because like you don't have the HUD elements to tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there ways to like tell what's going on by in-game cues? Like,
There
can your
are-
character like for example in
There's
Metro,
there's-
you know, like
There's audio cues.
okay, fair enough.
So
Fair enough.
like, there's audio and visual cues to tell you what's going on.
Okay.
Like and you when you press like when you hold left trigger or whatever left mouse whatever
Okay.
to aim,
Mhm.
obviously pulls out a reticule so you can see what you're doing.
Okay.
And when you hold some other buttons, it pulls up a menu to show you what things can craft.
Cool.
So yeah, right now. So when back to the beginning of the game, you're with your father, and the Spanish Inquisition actually invades your territory because they want your brother for some reason. I don't know why. But then you run away, try to survive, and you find out the English are also here. So it's like this three-way war between like the French, the Inquisition, and the English army, and you're trying to survive with your brother, trying to get him help to like try to get help for him while surviving the plague at night and in dark areas.
I feel like I've seen a trailer for this game, and there were some. I guess you mentioned them. I was about to say that there were some fantasy elements, but you've already mentioned like the rats being super cozy.
Yeah,
so
and
there
like
are-
there's one point you do walk through their hive, and it's not like there's like rat nests or like the red. It's like an alien hive. Like it's completely like science fiction horror type of stuff.
Shit.
Okay.
It's interesting,
I
and
gotta try this game.
one moment that's really stuck out with me this game so far is that you're on a battlefield that was fought over by the English and somebody else.
Probably the French.
Probably the French.
They fought a lot.
And you're walking. You know those giant towers on wheels they use to like siege castles and walls and stuff like that. At the multiple levels, you can like bring a bridge down at the very top.
Okay,
You know
yeah,
what I'm talking
like
about?
a siege tower.
Yeah.
You walk through one of those, and there's a soldier at one end by a locked gate, and there's you at one end, and between you and him is a way out to the left, right beside him, and rats, like between the two of you.
Okay.
So, and there's also a torch beside you, so you gotta pick up the torch to move the rats away from you to get out. But the thing is, the closer you move towards the guy, the rats get pushed towards him.
Oh, that's fucked.
So I was like, but the thing is, you can light like little lanterns and embers in the game. So
Yeah,
I
can you
thought
save him? Did you save him?
maybe I can like somehow save him,
Wow, what a nice guy.
or
Nick.
like, find a way to figure out to make him live. The game does not let you do that. I tried. It just kills you.
So you had to kill
I
him.
had to kill the guy, and I
Damn.
felt like such shit. I was
Yeah.
like, I just kind of stopped after a while. I'm like, at that moment, I'm like, wow,
Damn.
made me do that.
Yeah.
You killed somebody to better your future.
Yeah, I haven't felt like that since Spec Ops: The Line, and that game made
Yeah,
me do
yeah.
some shit.
True.
Yeah.
True. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it some more on Friday on my stream. I'm on like chapter 5 or 6. I don't know how many chapters are in the game. But
When
yeah.
did that game come out?
Last year, I think.
Okay, so
I've
it is
been
relatively
wanting
new.
to play it forever, and then I saw it came onto Game Pass for PC. I'm like, yes, this is my time.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much about it, but
I think it's awesome.
from what you're saying, it actually sounds pretty sick.
I'm gonna be playing more of it on Friday
No
on my
pun
stream.
intended. I just realized I was talking about a plague and I called it six.
I actually was like, when I was trying to think of a stream title for that stream, I was like, playing a very contemporary game today. Yeah,
Matthew would be proud of that one.
y'all chuckled.
God damn it, Nick.
Y'all chuckled.
God damn it.
Anyways,
You want to
that's,
go next,
that's
or
me.
Am I up?
it's up to you?
I played stuff.
Okay. Nice.
The
Me?
end. No,
Okay.
no, I'm just kidding.
All right.
I think I talked about this last week, but I've been playing more Runeterra.
Mm-hmm. Do
Um,
you mind if we
started
have like a
doing-
co-conversation about this? Because I've also been playing Runeterra.
Sure.
Okay.
just been doing, been playing daily to do my quests.
Yep.
Because that's the best way to level up your vault. Because they
Yep.
give like between 1,000 and 1,500 XP.
Mm-hmm.
Getting your daily PvP wins, which is nice. And I've been doing expeditions. I had a token last week that I did, and then I had another one from my vault, so I did that this week.
You got a token from your vault?
Yeah,
Ooh.
because I got to level 11.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I think
So
it's
how'd you
just-
get the other token?
I think they just
last week?
give you one for free when you start the game. It's my
True.
first
Yes,
ever
you do.
expedition.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So I've only ever done 2. I've done
Okay.
4 trials because you
Yeah,
get 2
yeah,
trials per. So my first one, I actually got to 7 wins,
yeah.
which was awesome. I didn't think I was going to.
That was the run I watched you draft.
No.
No? Yes,
No.
it was. It was Trial 2.
Did you watch me draft that one?
Yes, I watched
Oh
you
yeah,
draft
that's
Trial
right.
2.
You did.
You know,
Yeah.
I honestly thought that deck was not great,
Yeah. So did I,
and you won.
and I apparently won. Probably got lucky.
Did you
a few
get good
times.
trades going later on?
I did get a couple good trades that
Nice.
had helped.
Okay.
Which I really love about that is that like you as you progress through the trials, you'll get once you reach a certain amount of wins, you get to add more champions to it, and then it'll give you trades, 3 trades you get to choose.
Like you
from.
drafted Yasuo as a champion, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that good in Expedition, but
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him as much as I thought I was gonna be in Expedition. I'm finding that he's not as valuable as I'd like him, from my champions. But it was awesome being able to get to 7. Got a crap ton of rewards.
Yeah, so much.
And then I did my second one this week. I only got 5. I got 5 wins and 2 wins.
That's good, respectable.
But the one I got 5 wins with, I honestly thought like again the deck was trash, and I somehow pulled 5 wins out. And I actually didn't lose that much either. Like I think I only had like one loss before I hit 5 wins, and then I lost 2 in a row. But then there was one where I got my 2 wins. Literally the worst deck I've ever drafted. Like it was a disaster. Because the problem was the first like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 rounds of cards I was picking because you draft in groups. I did a lot of like I was just going for mana value. Because I like to get a lot of bodies that you're playing on turn because it's so crucial in card games, right?
Yeah.
So, and it happened to the best ones that were options were a lot of like the low level stuff like 2s and 3s.
2s and 3s are good.
Problem was I got a whole bunch of 2s and 3s,
Yeah.
and then the next 5 or 6 groups had no big bodies.
True.
So I ended up drafting, and like my hands were just filled with like I didn't have high level monsters.
Sometimes you can win with that. Like you just flood the board. And
but
shit.
a lot
Didn't
of them
work out.
No,
Yeah.
it did not work out too well. So I only pulled 2 wins. But considering I got a 7 and a 5 from my first 2 expeditions, I'll take it. Some pretty good rewards.
It sucks when like sometimes you're forced to draft just 2s and 3s. And it's a like you can just aggro kind of rush try to win.
Yeah.
But if they drop like a 4 mana 4/4 or 4 mana 4/5,
just-
and you're sitting there like, what do I do?
Yeah. You can't trade effectively with it, and yeah.
Knowing like your deck's win condition is really important in Expedition. Like knowing that I can't actually deal with late game, so I just need to like Zerg as
Go
fast as I
phase,
can.
Yeah.
Or like my deck's win condition is stall the early game and then try to get these big guys out because I have no good early game kind of thing.
Yeah. And trying to get synergy with stuff like with cards.
Yeah.
Like
I would say personally I'm gonna disagree a little bit. I don't think synergy is that important in Expedition.
you don't think so?
No, like what kind of synergy? It depends.
Like, just like stuff that works for the champions you have, I guess. Like if you drafted Yasuo, you'd want to try and go for stuns.
That's
and
so
stuff.
tough. Like
It's tough
because the cards that have effects like stun, that'll like lower their stats because it has stun. Like
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying? And
yeah,
then
you're
you're forced to draft like shittier bodies and spells that stun, and spells
Yeah.
aren't that like it's tough.
No,
But sometimes you get like a magic draft and you get just like the sickest draft. So
yeah, like the one guy I played against who literally had like it felt like I was playing against a pre-built
Drafted.
ephemeral deck.
yeah.
Like it felt like everything worked with each other.
Yep.
He had like all these ephemeral cards, all these cards that powered
Sometimes
up
that-
ephemeral
yeah.
targets, ones that like did damage to your nexus when an ephemeral died. And I was like, bro,
Sometimes
did
that
you
happens.
literally pull this out of frickin' like creative and just threw it into frickin' like draft? Like
Yeah.
what happened?
I actually played against a deck like that too. That I thought
Yeah.
was super unfair.
I was like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like you picked the right cards, but you got a sick draft.
Yeah.
But it happens, I guess.
Can I mention something about LOR if you're done? I don't know if you're done.
I was just saying, like I've been having fun with Expedition.
Have you been playing a lot of
building my
LOR
collection?
or doing
I get-
weekly chess?
When I play,
Okay, what do you
I
guys
get too competitive in that game, man.
What do you mean?
really
Yeah.
interesting?
What do you mean by too
you
competitive?
You can ask Ophelia for actual like eyewitness, but I'll be sitting there playing like while waiting for her, like to finish something or like for something to pass, and I'll be playing a game, and she's like, "Why are you getting so aggressive?" I'm like, "That's 1v1. I want to beat the fuck out of this guy."
Oh, so you mean too competitive? Like you get really like angry.
I get
and
really
heated when
I
shit
get
doesn't go your
too
way.
into it.
You know who I was
That's
playing with
hilarious.
and who just surprised me by saying he is super chill about the game? Joe. He's like, I just like playing it and learning it. I don't get mad at it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Not yet.
I'm trying to remember if he really.
Because he's like, I really enjoy just playing card games. He was talking about Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff.
Yeah,
And he
because
was
like,
like,
Yeah.
I just like learning about the interactions and stuff like that. So
like when
I
we
don't know.
played Yu-Gi-Oh, Joe was always on like the like he like all of us, we all had our favorite cards and stuff that we liked, and we'd all add our own like flair to decks. But
Mhm.
Joe was always like most of us would get a base net deck because in Yu-Gi-Oh, like you can
To be
be
competitive,
pretty
sure.
pretty creative, but to be competitive you got to. But Joe was always like, no, I'm gonna design my own deck. Like he ended up making
That's
this
what me
like
and Joe were
40
talking about.
monster deck
Yeah.
that had like an OTK, and it's just like he was always about like coming up with new ideas. He's just the way his mind works. It's
Yeah.
very good for. And that's why I think he'll be really good in Expedition if he plays that game mode,
Mhm.
because he's all about like, coming up with stuff. But he's always been like super into just like what works in card games and stuff. So I'm not surprised one bit that he's just enjoying LOR for the ride, because that's just basically like what he loves.
So really quickly before the show, I mentioned I have a complaint about
Yes.
LR, or a few maybe. Kind of the same thing. I kind of think all the champions are underwhelming. All the cards aren't super cool. Like, there's no like some dope ass like in Hearthstone. Like, there's no Mal'Ganis. There's no like Ragnaros. Like some, you know what I mean? Like, there's no dope ass shit. All the
I think
champions.
the leveling up of the champions is freaking
It looks
insane.
cool, but like their effects suck. Like what champion has a really cool effect?
Fiora.
Yes, okay, fine. Fiora's cool.
Just
But she's also cheesy, which is kind of what I don't like
end
her.
game, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
You know what I mean?
Okay, are
like-
you asking cool or good?
Cool. And good. Combination.
I think Darius is good.
I think Lux is fine.
I haven't played Lux, so maybe.
Jinx is fun.
Yeah, but she's like
If you play her with
Play-
like
Playing a Shen barrier deck is hilarious.
true,
That's also-
true. Fair enough. But okay, it's just a personal like minor thing that I have. I hope it's beta. I hope when they do expansions and stuff, they come out with like new mechanics or something, or like cool cards. Like, I don't know, like, I just hope they're like cooler cards with cooler effects. Like, I feel like the game's a little simple, which is okay. It's cool. It's good to start simple. It's good to not have too much power, so you don't excessively creep.
the thing is, I feel like with games that are limited to how many cards you can play a turn from like mana and stuff, they
Mhm.
can't get as complex. Like if you think about Yu-Gi-Oh, you have like in one
Okay,
turn,
I'm not talking about complexity necessarily.
but you said it's simple. The opposite of simple is complex,
True,
right?
true.
Like what do you mean
I'm not
by
okay. So
what's
I don't know.
simple?
You're right. You're wrong. I didn't mean simple. What I meant was I wish they were cooler. And what I mean by that, like, there's no like the biggest example is Mal'Ganis for me. Like, there's no like you drop a card and it like changes everything. There's no like Ysera, it's like increases your spell. Like, I don't know. There's no outlandish abilities or effects, and like there's no champs that really do that.
Enlightened Karma lets you play spells twice.
I'm trying to make an Enlightened Karma deck.
Nivea.
Yeah, Nivea's cool. I'm trying to make a Nivea deck as well.
Austin showed me this sick combo, and it's actually amazing. You know the card that gives you 2 copies of a card ephemeral?
Yes.
If you play those as a Nivea,
Right.
they die. They turn to eggs. You just get 3 Niveas.
Yeah.
You can get
Yep.
5 Niveas if you have 2 of those.
Mhm.
I don't know. I would have to disagree with you on this one. I think champions are. It's tough because you don't want to make them like OP
No.
because of how easy you can get
Yeah,
to them, and the fact that you can level up their abilities. Some of them like in deck.
Fair enough.
Like if you do stuff that you don't have to have them out.
Maybe I just haven't fallen in love with like a certain deck yet, or a certain type.
I do hope they keep adding champions to the game.
They will for sure.
I
There's
would
so many
definitely like to
champions
see
pick
a
from,
lot
right?
more
They have
variety and
they
stuff.
have files for like for other regions.
Yeah, they're gonna add more regions as
stuff
well.
like that. Like they literally
Yeah.
just opened the beta up like a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
You know what kind of disappoints me? All of the Vladimir based cards and like the Crimson Court cards, none of them have lifesteal. Shouldn't Vladimir have lifesteal? Like,
technically he has spell.
he has a regen. Okay.
If we're being
So he doesn't have
technical-
spell vamp. Like, play a spell, gain HP or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, all the archetypes that interact with each other aren't super cool. I think ephemeral is the coolest. I think that's like the coolest keyword. Everything else is kind of just like meh. Like, what's your favorite keyword or a bit like text word or something? Do you guys have one?
I really like challenge.
Challenge
I
is cool.
really like that mechanic.
Elusive, okay.
Fuck elusive.
But like, it's like
I
stealth.
hate elusive.
Like, I'm talking about like unique
That
things.
stupid
to,
freaking Ionian deck in my draft tilted me.
Yeah,
This guy
but,
drafted
like,
only elusive.
Elusive, like it isn't itself at all. Like lots of champs says elusive this round only. Like elusive is there forever,
yeah, true. Fair
which
enough.
is like both annoying and amazing.
Fair enough.
I get what you're saying though. Like I'm not saying it's perfect by any means, but
And also, it's not a huge complaint either. Like, I'm overblowing what I'm trying to say. But
no.
I just wish there were some like cooler interactions. That's all. Which I'm sure there will be when it gets beta.
yeah.
So
I do agree. It is kind of straightforward, but I just feel like all games that are limited to how many cards you can play are going to be limited to how creative they
Yep.
can get. Because
Yep.
like in Yu-Gi-Oh, you can search your deck. You can, pull out like
I
10
mean, in
cards
Magic,
in
you
one
can search your
turn.
deck. There's mana in Magic.
For how many cards you can play a turn?
Yeah, you have to.
Oh,
to
I
play
played
cards.
Magic like once. I don't remember.
Like, wait, no, actually, every card has a mana cost. So yeah, technically yes.
Okay.
Every card has a mana cost.
Because like I coming from Yu-Gi-Oh, like in one turn in some decks you could like special summon like 6 times and
Mhm.
make synchros, make Ixies, make
Yeah.
links and stuff. Whereas in like games like Hearthstone and this, it's like the biggest play you have is maybe summoning like 3 cards with like effects or something. Like
Try.
they don't get as like
I don't know if you care.
crazy.
I don't know if you guys care, but try some Magic out. Like play Magic the Arena if you care. Like
Honestly,
just to get a glimpse of like what I think LOR should move towards.
I'm probably not going to.
Fair
And
enough.
not because I'm like, oh, I think it sucks. It's just like I don't want to learn another card game.
It's okay, fair enough. It's not very difficult.
Nevin already tried to get me into Magic.
Yeah,
and
fair enough.
like I got to play with him a little bit, but I just don't want to get into.
Yep, fair enough.
Yeah, I
Fair
just don't want to get into card game. Like
Thanks.
I know Yu-Gi-Oh, and I know this. I just don't feel
Mhm.
like doing it. But
Fair enough.
I know that a lot of people say Magic's like the
I think
the
Magic-
greatest
yes.
of the card games out
I don't
there,
know
so,
about greatest, but I think it's a good experience.
Yeah.
But yeah. Sorry to go on a bit of a rant.
No, I mean, anything else on Runeterra?
Yeah, I played an expedition. I got 0 wins and 1 wins
Oof,
and 1 win.
That's my life right there.
oof, that's rough.
Honestly, I don't know how it happened.
I'm surprised you did of all people, because like, don't let this go to your head. But like when it came
He's
to like
not
Hearthstone
good.
and stuff, you've been one of the like probably more successful players in our group of friends.
Maybe
So I'm surprised, and like you played a crap ton of arena in
that was my favorite mode.
in Hearthstone. So what the
in
hell
Hearthstone.
happened? How'd you go 0-1? What happened? Did you
I-
run in just like
Did
I
you
got
like
lost in the
days?
sauce.
A Shadow Isles deck that just killed all his minions and revived them in the same turn. That's what happened to me. Literally, this guy you know the last red card that plays like if you kill it, it's an abomination.
Yeah,
oh the
so-
1-1 that turns into a 4-4.
the worst
And
combo.
he plays it where it's like do 1 damage to a unit or kill a unit, draw 2.
No, it was
There's something worse than that, dude.
no, it was kill the unit, revive it.
Oh, that was
Kill
it.
the unit, revive
So
it.
he had another 1-1 that would then bring out another 4-4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's like that butcher one like killed 2 units to summon this guy, and I was like,
It's a 4 mana 7/7.
I no that the butcher one, it's 0 mana.
Oh,
We have to kill 2 units to summon it.
what's the stats on it?
7-7, right?
No, it's like 4/4.
Oh, okay.
No, there's one that's a 0/3/2. Kill 1 to play it.
Oh fuck, I haven't seen that one
Yeah.
yet. That's scary.
Yeah.
And I kind of sat there after turn 4 and was like,
What do I do?
Yeah, Shadow Isles could be annoying.
I fucking lose.
yeah.
I got lost in the sauce. What I mean by that is I drafted some champs and the synergy got to my head instead of drafting like bodies, because I tried it. I think
Yeah.
I was just like, can you play it? Can you actually play? Because I got stomped by some really synergy decks. So I was like, can you really do it?
Yeah.
Didn't work out.
Maybe with them they just kind of like fell upon the synergy.
Yeah.
Like the synergy came to them and it just worked out that way in their draft.
My favorite deck that I've drafted so far in Expedition, do you guys know Elnux?
The freaking like Rams or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like yeah.
There's one card called Troop of Elnux. It's a 5 mana 3/3.
Yeah, and if you have like summon all of them in your top 10 cards.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the deck that I got 7 wins with, I had I think 6 4 mana 4/5 Elnux
Oh my god.
and like 5
yeah,
of
I
the
guess
Troop.
that one's better because there's no cap on how many of a copy of a card you can
Yep.
have, because if you draft it, you draft
Yep.
it.
And I had like 4 of the troops.
Tell me some of your trades were giving you more Elnux.
What do you mean?
Like your trades as you were going
Yes,
through.
100%.
That's so
And I got
funny.
more Elnux. And I remember playing on turn 5 one time. I had like no board. I played an Elnuk and I got 6 Elnuks on the board.
6 4/5s. Like what do you do?
Something like that. It was-
What do you do?
And then he just lost.
You press the escape button.
Yeah.
Hit surrender.
And hit surrender.
True. That's hilarious. That's
yeah.
that's a memorable one.
That's what I'm playing really.
Nice.
You want to talk more about what you've been doing?
No, not really.
Okay, fair enough.
Just been that. So
Played some ranked league. I'm having fun with it.
Brave Soul.
Not climbing. I think my win rate is like 40%.
solid.
No.
Played a 1 rank flex game with like Andre, Normal, Rick, and Austin.
Sounds like
I
a
played mid.
great group.
I played Orn mid.
Whoa, how'd it go?
What is that a thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
actually pretty decent. Like it doesn't matter how I did in lane, as long as I got to my items at level 13.
Did you buy the Abyssal Mask upgrade?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
of course, good.
This was Mass Fire Cape. I was up against an Azir. I'm like, I know I'm gonna lose to Azir, but like I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna farm. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
It was great.
Nice.
It was funny. Like we were shitting the bed at first. I'm like, guys, don't worry about it. It's fine. Then Rick TP bottom. From then we just fucking won the game. Orin's fun.
Orin mid.
I blame my 40% win rate on Oh, my bad. I blame my 40% win rate on playing Phil.
Well, don't play Phil.
So
Don't do that.
I want.
I like it though. It's more fun than like try harding.
I want to play
Okay.
more ranked, but like doing ranked flex is hard because I can only do like 3 or 5, right? Can't do 4 anymore.
Yeah, because they
Oh.
don't want like picking on like the one person kind of thing.
Yeah, I just don't have
I
anybody.
played a Master E game last night. I went like 3-11.
I have no one
Solid.
to play ranked because I'm like I haven't played ranked in so long. My like level is iron.
I would play rank with you, but you're not good enough.
You're too hot.
So
I mean, like, fine.
what's your
Tell us how you really feel.
my 40% win rate? Not good enough. I mean, I got to gold 1 promos to get out of plat. I'm currently in gold 3.
Oof.
Feels
I have no
good.
sympathy if you purposely like are like sabotaging yourself.
Yeah, I don't care. It's a fucking game. I got gold. I'm gonna get the skin. Fuck it. I don't care. I'm just trying to have
That's
fun.
true. Hopefully it's better this year. Last year's skin sucked.
I'm playing some Ziggs games. He's not that good, but you know I like
Dude,
checking
that's
the
a
bombs.
throwback.
I don't know, just having fun with it. Playing a lot of Bard. Dude, Bard's busted. Build Dead Man's Plate and Rapid Fire Cannon. Go around like destroying people's HP bars.
You're doing that in ranked?
Yeah, but that's the actual build. Yes, it's the actual build.
I don't believe you.
It's Electrocute.
No, you go.
Yes, it is. It's
you-
Dead Man
I-
Plate.
you-
I'm
Rapid
pro
Fire
building this right
You can
now.
also go Static Shiv as well, and they do the same.
and you go like
effect.
to Redemption and stuff.
It's,
after that.
It's stupid.
Yeah, I like doing like wacky stuff, dude, and seeing if I can win. It's not going too well, but you know it's fun.
I'm pro building it right now.
I should mention. We didn't mention. I don't know if I mentioned last week. I attempted to mention the last week or the week before at GeForce Now.
Right, mention that. Yeah.
I signed up for it. It was like a free, like get 90 days for free. Then you start paying.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, I can try this for 90 days. So it only like links certain accounts. So I just really have my Steam account linked, and I attempted to play Destiny 2
Yep.
on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I loaded it up. I actually got into the menus, and I can't play Destiny 2 on a small screen. Screen's too tiny. Like this thing right here,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
What, does it run well?
If for some reason it's like your Wi-Fi connection not strong enough to run Destiny 2, like to stream
Well,
it, I'm just like, what are you talking
Don't
about?
you have freaking Vibe?
Yeah, but his router or his home network might be crap. I don't know.
True.
I don't know. Like I was like, this should be fucking fine. Like whatever.
Yeah.
But there were really no issues. It kept saying like, oh, low latency, low latency. I'm like, it's fine, whatever. I didn't go actually play anything, but I'm like looking at it, I'm just like,
Was it laggy?
Look at my screen. No, I'm looking at my screen. I'm like, I can't play this. It's too small.
Yeah.
I might try it again, but like I want to try again. Like
Laptop, tablet.
What were you
laptop,
gonna use as a controller?
Xbox controller.
Oh, it works. Okay.
Yeah, it's all Bluetooth.
True. That's true.
So I might try like 5 minutes of like LTE streaming.
Just see
Oh.
if that's
Yeah.
So did you pay the $5?
Not yet. No.
It's just a free trial.
90 days free.
Oh, 90 days?
90 days.
And it's for anyone?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I download the app on my phone, and then you get that. Then kind of sign to your when you launch the game, you sign to your Steam account, and then you just kind of it launches from there. Right, you can only play right now in 1280 by 720, so it's not like
True,
full
it's not
1080.
Yeah, but still, that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna do some more testing on it.
I can have 2 options to play with you. I can level up my Smurf or I can D-rank. So I'll do one of those and then we can play.
I'm
rank.
sure you'll D-rank naturally by
Yeah,
filling games
probably,
anyways.
Probably. You know what I
looked
missed?
up the build. I'm tilted.
You know what I missed? Positional queue. Because I got gold in all of my positions, and I was climbing. I was well on my way to platinum in some of them. So, oh well.
I actually wasn't a
don't-
fan of that.
No. Okay.
I don't know what I'd play. I'd probably play top or support, top mid or support.
Top is a fun lane. No, I don't know. Some people don't like it. I love
Because
top.
top is like
Playing
best part-
set,
the best-
Set
playing
is fun.
Ornn,
Set is
playing
so
Cast,
fun.
Rise,
the best
Vlad.
part about
That's me, right? So.
top is that nobody touches you. It's just you and the guy
Yeah.
peacefully CSing. Unless I'm playing Fiora, then I'm gonna kill the fucker.
Peaceful CS. No, you fight all the time.
Well, when I play Fiora, I get first blood every time.
I hate
Yeah.
fighting Darius. Fuck that guy.
Play set.
Yes, exactly.
Set out trades
Yeah.
Darius, which is the
And
greatest thing in the world.
You know who beat Set? Soraka. I've been playing some Soraka top. Woo.
That's disgusting.
hate
Fun
you.
time.
You were disgusting.
You're-
human
Fun
being.
times.
People
We-
who play Soraka are some of the worst
The
people.
last game we played together in a 5, not ranked, because we had Tina. She was like fucking diamond or some shit like that. We played against the Straka top. We couldn't win. We couldn't win any fights. It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
Fun time for the Soraka.
It's broken and cheesy, and I hate it.
Anyways, should we move on to?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Well, you mentioned the GeForce one. Wait, that's on the other page. Okay. So, this one's actually interesting, and I had never heard of this game until I saw this news article, but it's getting like a ton of freaking hype. A game called
101.
Wonderful 101, made by Platinum Games, who makes Bayonetta, Nier Automata, Astral
play
Chain,
Nier.
stuff like that. It was released on the Wii U, and
Only
we
played
all
the
know
Wii.
that console did not do well, so games, whether they did well or not, it's not really fair to judge because the console itself didn't do too well. But there have been a lot of great games that have been moved to the Switch because, like, it's so funny with the Wii U. Like, it's just an underwhelming console that had such a good library. That almost never happens. Anyways, but so the Wonderful 101 is getting kickstarted by Platinum Games to then be released on Switch, PC, and PS4. The reason they're doing the Kickstarter is that they are self-publishing this one. So they're not relying on any of the big names to help them fund this. So the Kickstarter is to help them publish the game and to, I guess, basically finance them to make these ports or whatever. Interesting enough, it's coming out already in April. So I guess this is like helping, like, you know, pay for all the investment they've already done. They like destroyed their goals within days.
Yeah.
Like, I had never heard of this game before,
Me either.
but they're already at over 2 million Canadian. There's a whole bunch of like goals you can look on their Kickstarter page. Like, they're adding new missions and stuff, and like releasing remix soundtracks if you hit certain goals. And like, there's different tiers that you can buy for different editions that you can get. And it'll, like, you can look on. There's so many different
What
things.
if they were already like done all of that, and then some dude was like, "Hey, genius idea. What if we just made a Kickstarter just for the heck of it?"
They made the money.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to have been at least partway done this, because there's no way a Kickstarter in February you're
Yeah.
done making these ports
Agreed.
in like April. Like, I know porting isn't the same as developing,
Mm-hmm.
but
it's still,
it's still got to be more than 2
2
months worth of work.
Yep.
I would assume.
I think so.
So, but yeah, they had 31 days left, and they'd already finished the goals for hitting the Switch, the PS4, and the PC. It looks interesting. It's like you play as like a whole bunch of these like superhero kind of characters. I
Yeah.
watch only a little bit on it, but I don't know. The fact that the crowdfunding is this crazy, and like the amount of hype I'm seeing it get on Reddit,
Is most of the money
wonder
from
if it's
like an
pretty good.
Asian market? Because that's what I feel like it is.
there's 23,000 something backers who have donated 2 million
Yeah.
Canadian. So
Because I have never
I
heard of
don't
this
know.
game, and I don't think anyone.
I looked it up on
Has ever heard of this
Metacritic,
game.
and it's
I've-
like been like, I think the score on Metacritic was like 7.8, which is good. It's
Yeah.
not like great, so
Yeah.
it's obviously, it's not like it's a terrible game.
I've heard of it, just never played because on the Wii U.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right.
enough.
But yeah, it was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, but I was just more amazed at how fast this game like got a goal, like hit its goals, and I think it's kind of cool that a developer's going out of their way and being like, you know what, we think we have a good product here, and we think that it deserves to be played more, and that it kind of fell short because of
Yeah.
something that they couldn't control, and that they
Yeah.
went out of the way to be like, screw this,
Mhm.
let's get this game out there. Like, I don't know, I think this whole like whether the game's good or not doesn't
Kind of like
really
Star
matter
Citizen,
to me.
right? So
Yeah, so the difference is this one has a release date.
Yeah.
That's just the big difference here. But
A second release date, actually.
true. True. It's a game that's already finished that's getting re-released, Shamikh. But it's cool to see. And I mean, Platinum's made some good games.
Yeah, they
so
have.
who knows? Next one is good news about bad news. There's a lot of bad stuff happening overseas in China with the coronavirus and all that, and we don't need to get into that. You can look it up and find out all the information. But there's a lot of esports related stuff that has been affected, or
Yeah.
esports people who have
Leagues getting
contributed to it.
canceled and
So for contributions, Worlds winners last year for League of Legends and LPO winners, Fun Plus Phoenix, have donated almost $300,000 US to help fighting it, which I think is really big. And not only is this the org, like everyone, like staff, players, they all paid up out of their pockets to come to this cumulative total. Tencent, who's like the king of mobile markets,
King of the
donated
world.
43 million,
Bro, they own everything.
which is probably how much they make in one day with Pokemon Go. So
Yep.
I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's not really much for them. But yeah, they donated 43 million towards it. And then a lot of stuff in esports that has been canceled. There's been a StarCraft GSL Super Tournament that got canceled. LPL only had 1 week worth of games before they canceled that. LCK is going to continue, but having no live audience.
Yep. Have you guys watching the LCK broadcast?
It's so creepy.
Yeah, it actually is.
Why?
That's a good word.
Just because there's like nobody there?
There's-
And plus, like, everyone besides the players are wearing masks, and it's just like this weird, man, like, it's just the world we live in. I don't know. It's kind of whack.
Fucking weird.
I mean, if you're looking at how contagious this,
Yeah. I mean, I
this
don't blame
virus
them. I'm
is,
just
like,
saying, like,
I wouldn't be taking any chances. No way.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I guess there is probably something very eerie about seeing like all these people like
like an
doing that,
empty
but then still
stadium.
doing like the regular thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the players I think from LCK was like, it's a lot different. Like when I make a hype play, I don't know who it was. Maybe Ambition. No, Ambition doesn't play anymore. Someone.
I know he said when it was like, yeah, like it's kind of sad that they're not here because when something happens, that no one just
There's no screaming,
There's no
hype,
cheering
yeah,
and stuff like
exactly,
that.
Yeah.
So
But with everything going on, take as many precautions as
Yeah, for
needed
sure.
because
for sure.
this stuff could spread like wildfire, or
Mhm.
already is spreading like wildfire. So, but yeah, that definitely would be something eerie about it. Is the production still
Yeah, it's sick. It's like it's
everything's sick? There's just
It's
no
the
audience.
exact same.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's got the cleanest overlay of any of the broadcasts.
That's another thing, by the
Of
way.
course it does.
Quick detour. NA's overlay this year is like, what happened?
they hired some interns or some shit like
Dude,
that.
it literally looks like it was drawn in like 10 seconds. It looks so bad. I was like, what is this?
The LEC one is nice because when people base, it shows like a
The
hammer.
only thing that
and
tells you
stuff.
about the LEC is all their freaking like vertical sideways font.
Yeah.
Everything. That's the only thing. And they did it last year too. And I don't know if it's just me. It drives me nuts.
It
Guess
was
Europeans can
last
read
year it
up
was a
and down.
complaint too,
Yeah.
and they still haven't
Everything
really
else about
addressed
it is clean. But I'm just sick of like all of their words being like vertical.
I don't know.
sideways. I'm
I
like,
don't know why.
I'm like, I don't want to read. Like, I can read it, but
I just ignore the screen when
Yeah.
when I see it. Like, fuck it, just turn the games back on.
yeah.
You know,
but
I
will
wish
say their overlays.
I wish
pretty
there's an
cool.
option to watch league broadcasts without the casters. That's never gonna happen.
That'd be kind of like weird.
You can't just mute it.
But I want to hear the game sounds.
True.
I'm a sucker for the game sounds. Like
Fair. Nick, you can't just mute it, dude. See that little microphone, the
True.
speaker symbol, just click
true.
it.
I wish there was like a plugin, Twitch plugin.
That just filled the
Vol-
audio. Well, you play
fucking-
League enough. You can probably just make up the audio.
What
in
you
your
could
head.
do
Pew,
is just
pew.
buy
Yeah.
ProView and have 10 streams going on at the
Yeah,
same
maybe,
time.
Maybe
Just
you
have to
can't
do-
run
you have to-
two. What are you
have to do
talking
that
about,
at
bro? You
Nick's
can't run
house.
two at the same time.
That's true.
Make
Isn't that
like
one of your
80,
biggest complaints?
make
with
80
ProView?
accounts. Yeah, I was ProView. I'm not buying this year because last year I had the bad experience.
It was
but,
good
like,
for Worlds. I enjoyed it for Worlds.
I did not touch
so.
it Worlds. I was like,
Yeah. You bought
fuck
it
that.
for what, Summer Split?
I bought it for the entire year, both LEC and LCS, and it was trash.
That sucks.
But yeah,
Thank you for being the guinea pig for others, though, and sacrificing your money to test it.
Knowing that Faker doesn't actually click that fast made me feel a little bit better about myself. Like his right clicking isn't that fast.
Oh no.
now you can see.
True.
Yeah, it's only the human eye can only pick up so
Yeah,
much.
exactly.
So, another piece of news, and I think this one, I mean, for sure because it has RPG and choices written all over.
I
it,
don't
so
know what to make of this, but
this
continue.
because of who it is. So, Wizards of the Coast, which are they the creators of both
They're
D&D and Magic?
They're
They,
not
they
the
don't create D&D, but
they
they're
just
like
kinda
the
own
publishers. They
the
license
properties
it. Yeah,
and stuff
and
like
they
that.
created Magic, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, so they own D&D and they created Magic: The Gathering.
I'm pretty sure.
They are opening a new game studio
yeah.
called Archetype Entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
and they are making a new game which is being led by two former BioWare vets. One of them is James Olin. I think I pronounced that right. He's a creative director and lead design on Baldur's Gate, Dragon Age, Neverwinter Nights, KOTOR, and the MMORPG as well. And
Decent resume.
yeah, those are a lot of pretty big games, big
yep.
series, right? And then Chad Robertson, who is head of technology and studio director at BioWare Austin, and he was head of live services for Anthem. So not as impressive as the first.
The Bioware part
but
has me more excited than the Wizards of the Coast part.
The fact that Bioware devs are.
I mean, like Anthem had a lot more issues than just their live services. So like,
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just kidding. Live services are probably like one of the better portions of it.
No exaggeration here, but I'm still searching for like the next Mass Effect in my life.
Well, it could
And
be
if-
here because this is going to be a multi-platform RPG set in a sci-fi universe.
Story
and they
driven.
emphasize that it is story and
Choice-driven.
choice
Yeah,
driven.
yeah, I'm looking forward
And
to
you've
it.
got a pretty seasoned vet. The first guy named who directed on like Baldur's Gate, Dragon Age, KOTOR. Like these
Yeah.
are like this is like BioWare in their in their form, in their
Yep,
true
yep.
form. So I don't know. I guess I'll ask both of you guys what you think about this news. I guess I'll start with you, Nick, as somebody who like RPG choice driven. It's like your bread and butter.
whatever will come out of this will be very underwhelming.
You think so?
Yeah,
Now, why is that? Like, why don't you think it'll be good?
I don't.
Yeah. What insight do you have
I
on this?
don't think Wizards of the Coast will properly fund the game.
Oh,
interesting.
you don't think-
You don't think
Maybe they're
gonna
unable
commit?
to fund it. Actually,
Considering what we saw from that D&D game reveal from Game Awards,
true.
I don't.
Yeah, you
and
hated that
I
trailer.
didn't like it.
That
either.
was atrocious.
The metal music was dope though.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it wasn't. Everything about it was
I
bad.
liked it.
Considering what that, like, that was not a good impression. And they're gonna be like, yeah, here, 2 Bioware vets. One basically was a lead on several amazing games, and it's like, but you don't fund your video games apparently.
Yeah.
So how about you just fuck off and shut up for now?
So you think it'll be just it won't have the financial backing to
I
produce?
I just don't think it'll be. I think they're gonna promise a lot, but then it's gonna be so underwhelming that just like, why the fuck do you even do this?
No.
I don't know.
What's
I
your
don't
take
know.
on
Basically, I just want another great space opera in my life. That's where I'm at as
that?
far
You
as
just
like
want the next
sci-fi
Mass
related.
Effect.
I don't know if it's the
Do
next
you
Mass
think
Effect.
that this combination of people and companies could produce such a thing?
If I'm being honest, I don't really have a lot of insight into like this combination. Wizards of the Coast combined with former BioWare sounds interesting.
Yeah.
That's all I can really
That's
say.
what I'm saying. Like, I feel like obviously there's a lot more.
Wizards
than
of the
just
Coast,
that, but like,
they know how to tell stories. Their modules, and if they have any of the people who are coming over from like D&D telling the stories in their modules,
that's
and
what I
stuff
mean. Like,
that,
I feel like they could use their resources to have people from other
They-
areas help this
Yeah.
company out and stuff like that, right? Like that happens with companies all the time. They'll have like their smaller units moving in helping each other.
like
Like
all
Anthem
the
was made by 2 different
Mhm.
BioWare studios helping each other. So like I feel like they have the resources to produce something good.
Yeah.
Again, whether they, like Nick said, whether they donate those resources,
it's
is
very
a whole
different.
Other thing.
It's a very different thing though, moving from like Magic / Dungeons and Dragons into whatever this might be.
Yeah.
So
It's interesting
we'll
that
see.
they're moving away and they're not doing anything from any of the properties they own and they're going for a brand new thing. But
I mean, Wizards on the Coast is probably on the up and up. The Dungeons and Dragons has grown
D&D's huge.
massive.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
And I'd say Magic's still going strong.
yes.
Yeah. I don't think Magic's ever really had a dip that
hmm
it's always
I don't
been
know.
pretty
I'm not so
relevant.
acquainted with the community to know the ups
Yeah.
and downs of it, but
I just more mean like when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh in high school and going to card shops, there were still Magic cards everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I don't ever remember a time where like Magic wasn't a thing.
Mhm.
So
True.
Yeah, I just thought that was pretty cool. Next up we got a bunch of like Activision Blizzard stuff. So
yay.
you had linked a couple things. One being the revenue being down, and another was Warcraft 3 Reforged and the game that was supposed to be so good turning out to be
I'm gonna do something I
not
don't
good.
really like to do, but I'm gonna take like a popular internet opinion.
Uh-oh.
So
You're going to take a hive mind opinion?
yes,
Reddit hive mind?
everyone's like, "Yay, this is what Blizzard deserves," and I kind of agree with that. Like, they're losing money.
What, because
Their
Warcraft
products-
3 is like
Their
going to
products
shit?
aren't great. Haven't been great over the last couple of years. They're not really like they stopped the funding for HOTS, Here's the Storm, and all that, and that pissed people off. And
Pissed like 2
Warcraft,
people off for that.
World
So
of
you pissed off
Warcraft,
2 people?
Yeah,
True.
whatever. And like, and you know, like
Or be one of them.
their
Yeah.
whole the PR problems that they've been having, and Blizzard is no longer the Blizzard of yore, and instead now there's something else.
And frankly, they're never going to be.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they fucked up. They showed.
I think this is. I don't think it's even they fucked up. I think this is very like they want to be here. You know.
Well, they wanna produce. They wanna push out more games faster, compared to like them spending 10 years on a game pushing out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like the Warcraft 3 Reforged, whatever the fuck they call it, they showed great promise at BlizzCon, and then none of that great promise was actually in the final product. Like there was so much missing and so much is gone that they promised.
You
Not
had
there.
to like delete all your old saves.
Whatever.
Well, it was even
maps.
that they shut down the old servers
Yeah.
Yep.
for the people. So anyone who owns the original Warcraft 3 has to use the new servers that Reforge is on,
Yep.
and they lost like a whole bunch of their stuff that was like on the other server.
Mhm.
And then when the server shit the bed, people who didn't even buy this game couldn't play the game they bought.
Yep.
And it was just like,
It's a mess.
Oh.
It's a mess. Like
yeah,
I don't see them coming back from this Warcraft 3 stuff. No matter what they update the game to, it's like
good thing is you can get a refund now, no
Yeah.
matter
Yep.
what. Like they're
they were
So
originally
anyone
deleting
who
posts
gave
in their
money-
forums, like asking for refunds. Like, guys, what the fuck are you actually doing? Like,
yeah.
I just don't understand. And then they do deserve this. Like, they deserve what they're getting. At the same time, like, I do feel for the developers that actually do want to
Yeah.
work hard.
That's the
Yeah.
toughest thing, and this happened when there was the issue with Blizzard earlier. Is like some of the head people make dumb decisions, and the hardworking devs who are just doing their job and
Yep.
putting passion into it are the ones who are
Yeah.
gonna suffer.
It's ridiculous. And like they did a whole restructuring last year of like the Activision or whatever to like restructure their business, like cutting a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, they did a lot of
It's-
cuts.
It's
Oh well, maybe
Bu-
like
bu-
this is
Blizzard. It will never be what they were
Yeah.
10 years ago. Like
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen. Like
Which is sad
maybe
to think
people need to
about.
move on. You know,
people need to move on.
Maybe
Like
that's just what it is.
I can say the same thing about Valve. Valve is not the same Valve that made
Sure.
Left 4 Dead,
Agreed.
that made Half-Life, all those games.
Agreed.
They're
I would kill for a Left 4 Dead 3.
Agree.
I
Yeah.
would
I don't
fucking
want them.
kill.
I don't want them touching games ever again. Right now, Valve. Let them stick to Steam.
So
and their
give the
VR
IP
stuff.
to somebody else. Let somebody else make Left 4 Dead 3. I
They're
just
not-
want it.
They're not going to. They
I
don't.
know,
Want, they
'cause
don't. They don't want to make video games.
I know, and it pisses
That's
me
the thing.
off.
That's why do you think they bought a studio?
Yeah,
Because they don't want to make games anymore. They was like, hey, you make it for us.
yeah. So get somebody to make Left 4 Dead 3.
But anyways, back to Blizzard. Like they're so desperate. They had to poach a guy from Microsoft to become
Rod
head of,
Ferguson, right?
head of the Diablo franchise.
I actually have big issues with that, by the way, because
You want to get into that a little bit?
we
Let's do it.
want to jump into
Well,
that.
that was the whole point of me saying that.
Okay, go for
Oh,
it. So,
okay. I
was
yeah,
leading
what are
into
your,
it.
why,
So
what are
we
your
just
issues?
kind of like made your smooth transition, Rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Hey, we're here for that. Okay, so yes,
We
Rod
are.
Ferguson is leaving the Coalition, who is the studio behind Gears 4 and 5 that
Yes.
Microsoft formed after
Mhm.
Gears was the first trilogy was
He
wrapped up by
also
Epic.
worked on Gears 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3.
He has worked on all 5 Gears of War games
Mhm.
in a pretty big role in most of them, leading 5 completely. I think he even led 4.
I think this really quickly. I want to
Yeah.
say this leads me to believe that the creative direction on 6 is finished, and this is why he's leaving, or he
It's
or he
tough,
could
though,
just
like,
not
5
care.
just came out.
I'm-
Well, at the
5
same
months
time, like,
ago.
well, going on Sean, like, they probably wanted to make a new Gears trilogy. So with him being at the head, they did what Star Wars didn't and create an entire arc of 4,
yeah,
5, and
that's
6.
probably what I would do, to be honest.
So like he knows he's leaving Gear 6 with a framework. It's just up to the rest of
Yeah.
the company to fill in the bits and pieces.
Yes, because they probably what they did when they were starting 4 was like they probably set like the big pillars. you know,
Yeah.
and-
I just from what you hear about, like, you know, his work in the studio or whatever, and he was even picked up at the end of BioShock Infinite with the studio that made that game to help them kind of close it out. He's like,
People like to work for him
Yeah.
apparently.
but he's very good at like helping teams get stuff done, and it just seems like he's leaving super early into the development of 6.
you think so?
Like if this happened with like a year left and like
Yeah.
like say 6 was coming out this fall and he left, I'd be a lot less worried than the fact that like 6 is probably like
I
early
think
development.
Instead
at
of seeing
best.
this as 6, see it as how Nick said it, as instead of a trilogy, and they've been working on this trilogy for a long, long time now.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Also,
We don't know. You might be
also,
right.
I am very, very, very tilted with an ending decision in Gears 5, and I'm very worried about the direction of 6 because of that. Mind you, if he was directing 5, then maybe I don't know. It has me nervous for 6 now. I hope the hand. I'm sure.
So what's he doing at Activision Blizzard? And
He's heading the Diablo franchise.
And like Brad said, he's good at getting things done. So like Diablo 4 is on the horizon,
Yeah.
right? And
That's interesting that they hired him now. I feel like shouldn't they be, if it's on the horizon, shouldn't they have like stuff figured out already? You know,
Well,
maybe
like-
he's for like
But like
expansions and
from
stuff.
BlizzCon last year, they showed like the reveal trailer, and then like if you watch videos anywhere else, like you could see actual gameplay of
Yeah, I saw some
Diablo
gameplay.
4,
Yeah.
which actually did look pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just coming in. He's gonna like make sure that Diablo mobile game gets done like at some point this year, and also gonna make sure that Diablo 4 hits its marks when it needs to hit its marks.
Yeah, because I don't think he's like a creative director, like making every decision that happens, like story wise. I
Yeah.
think he's like overseeing literally
Oh,
everyone
he's a
and
project
making.
manager kind
I
of role?
think that's
Okay.
more of what because they said he's overseeing the franchise.
Okay.
I take that more as a project manager
Sure.
role
Yeah.
Yeah.
from those words, and that he's kind of making sure that everything comes together, and he's the
And
puzzle master putting all the pieces
making
together.
sure like people do their job, deadlines are hit, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Like I
Yep.
don't think he's gonna come in and make creative input unless he needs to come in and make sure, hey guys, fucking do like just make a decision, right? You don't want to be indecisive.
Yeah, I'm very happy for Diablo fans. I think this is a very good thing because I think he does great work.
Mhm.
I'm just worried because Gears
Gears
5, like it's post content and it's like microtransact. It's been a shit show.
Okay.
Like their monetization, which was supposed to be so much better because 4 was so bad, and they found a way to just make it like almost worse. And just the way things have been handled post launch with Gears has been very suboptimal. So I feel like losing somebody that's important to the franchise when shit's a little rocky is risky. But again, like I don't think he would leave if he didn't personally think things were good. I don't think if he's worked with his team for so
Yeah.
long that he would just ditch
Yeah.
them. So I guess I'll take the benefit of the doubt and think that he's left it in good hands.
you
but
don't
it just
know him. He
it
might
just
just also be ditching
it
them.
just worries me to see somebody leaving so early into
Yeah.
the development of
So
a game.
he's-
but-
I kind of don't think it's that early into development because the story has to go in one way. It's not like an open-ended. Oh, guys,
no,
we have
but
to
there's
sit
so
down and
many
figure
more
it
than
out.
just a story that comes into finishing a game. And if
Sure,
he's
but that's not
overseeing-
really. I don't think that's part of his job, though. He's not the one who's doing like art. He's not an art director.
Yeah.
He's not
No, you're probably
sound
right. You're
and
probably
programming
right.
and all that stuff.
Also, like he's been working on Gears for 10 years or more at this point.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe he's like, the same as much to you like to stay and like finish out. Like I would appreciate if he did that, but like maybe he's like, I want to do something new.
That's what I'm
Right?
saying. Like finish
I
the trilogy
originally-
first.
When I first heard of it, I was like, maybe it's just a Cali boy wanting to go back home or something. Then I
No,
looked
he's
him up
from
and he's like,
Vancouver.
he's Vancouver. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you actually
That
doing?
actually makes more sense. Everyone I know from Vancouver wants to go to Cali.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like
Just tired of the rain.
just finish the trilogy, but that's my own personal problems. I'm sure things will be
I would
fine.
want to finish it off too, then move on. But like, who knows? Maybe Blizzard's like, here's fucking $10 million. Come.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, it's-
true.
money's
That's
a thing,
true.
right?
That's true.
Man's got to make money.
Doesn't I don't even know if he has a family or not. Whatever. Like,
Yeah. Still, even if he
Yeah.
doesn't, man's got to make money, right? So
gotta live,
I
right?
had to use that twice.
what?
Oh, God damn it.
Man's? Oh my god, get over
I
yourself.
can't. It's so. Oh.
Man can go over himself.
Yeah,
Ugh,
exactly.
it's so gross. I hate both of you.
All right, Brady. Next.
I don't know. Nothing. Book's closed.
Oh, you don't even know what page.
Yeah, you
it's
don't
know
know
on.
what
Good
page
luck.
it's on.
Good luck.
And you probably can't even read it because I have chicken scratch.
Let's see. We did Warcraft 3. Rob Ferguson joins Blizzard. Activision Blizzard revenue down. We can skip that.
We actually talked about that a little bit.
Did you want to talk about it?
No, we talked about it a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And then the last one's
No surprise. No big. No
I was just
bog-
saying, like, you see, you can't even read it.
No big launches and Destiny 3 gone.
Destiny is gone.
Oh.
3 and is? Can I see? I want to see how you got 3 and is.
All right, is this just a make fun of Brad's penmanship episode now?
True.
All right. Oh,
I write quick because I don't want to
No,
be
that's
wasting
good. Yeah,
time.
yeah,
you
Don't hate.
you
Doctors,
linked
you
a
know?
Division 2 news update. It's gonna
Oh,
come
yeah.
out tomorrow. I'm like,
yes.
I can't watch it. I'm at work. I'm upset.
Yeah, they're teasing some big news drop tomorrow for Division 2.
But like they said,
Keener.
the Hunter on Aaron. I assume Aaron Keener is gonna be the like.
Because that was the big reveal at E3, right?
They're
I don't
going to
remember,
New York.
but
Yeah.
Because he's the
Yeah.
agent, the agent from well, I guess D1 counts.
D1, sure.
he was like the
TD1.
antagonist of Division 1. Like he was
Okay.
always there in the background. Like you were always like one step behind him. Like you never catch him.
So sad I stopped playing that game.
And I'm just waiting till like Division 2 does their loot 2.0 update.
Why is it that no one can get loot right? Is it just me or like everyone, even Destiny?
No,
everyone
Destiny has its
struggles.
loot problems for sure.
Everyone struggles with loot.
I
It's hard to do, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Because like you wanna to say like you'll there's a fine line between like grinding for something and then like just automatically getting it. Like when Destiny 2 first launched, it's like you got everything in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
I had like all the exotics.
And then there's some games where you have to like grind hours to get a single item.
Really?
It's like there's a weird balance. Like
And then the problem is that you have different gamers who want different things,
Yeah.
right? Like some people prefer, they can't play much, they prefer to have things easier because if it's super hard, then they'll never get it. I feel like with loot, you cannot perfect it because everyone has
Yeah.
a different way they want it done.
Yep.
So you just have to find a way to appease like the masses.
Mhm,
That's the best.
mhm.
I just think you gotta go one direction and just stick with it. Like you
Yep.
can't teeter off the
either
path.
be a hardcore game or a light game.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just gotta pick. You can't go. In
You
between.
can't juggle both.
have
Yeah.
to
So you
pick
got to
one.
find which one's like your core audience and then
Or which
cater
one makes
to
you the
them.
most money depends which one you care about, probably.
yeah. Well,
Right.
if you're Destiny or if you're Bungie, Destiny 2 mostly because of Activision tried to cater towards the money and that lost them a lot of their fans. And then they backtrack. So
I don't know.
it's risky to go for the money.
I'm not sure if I'm enjoying this Destiny seasonal stuff. I think I much rather had it where it's like you just have your big updates and like full of content. And I don't know if I like this drip feed stuff.
That's the thing. I don't think loot can be a replacement for content, and some people try to get away with that.
Yeah. I'm torn with the seasons right now. The first season of Undying was trash. It was extremely underwhelming. This season has way more content. I still don't like the idea of content leaving though. That will never sit right with me. I get it for storytelling purposes, but from a gameplay perspective, you're literally just taking out content from your game, and that bothers me.
I just don't see a reason to play Destiny right now. Like I don't want to go and like force myself to play because the sense gonna be gone later. It's like why would I play something just to force myself to play it?
Yeah, I mean, I would say like playing the Sundial and the Saint 14 missions and stuff. I'd play them because they're a lot of fun.
I played it like for 1 week and I was like, I'm fucking done with it.
Yeah.
I haven't touched Destiny and like actually played it, not buying shit off the store
To be fair though, you didn't play much during like Black Armory and stuff either.
because there's no reason to for me to play.
Yeah, so I feel like you just only play when like the big.
I like
Big
for me,
content
Destiny
drops.
is like good when like I get the big content drop and it's gonna last me
I
like
agree.
a while and I can play it all over the course of like when I want to play it.
That's what I like about Destiny.
Or like, I don't want to have to play week. I hate that week by week shit, man. Like when they time lock things.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm like, fuck that. Just let me play it, man.
Yeah. I want to be able to be like, you know what? I'm not into Destiny right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back in a couple months and I want the content that I missed to be there waiting for me.
Yep.
But then you have a problem where it's like, well, people want new content every week if they're playing every day. So it's like, who do you cater for? And this is like the whole big problem with, like you said, loot and live service games is that like there are so many different wants and so many different needs. It's just, you can't make everyone happy.
You know, because Destiny 1, if something does it right, like you could, like the whole, like, I can go in Destiny 1 and I can just play strikes forever because I know, like, at a certain point, I will get the armor I want because there was strike specific loot. And you had the skeleton keys that you could unlock chests with at the end of the game. And
Doesn't
the map.
that just go against exactly what you said, though? You said that you get bored of doing the same thing week per week. Or did you not say that?
No, I just don't want to be forced to play something that's going to be gone.
True. Okay.
These strikes
so a
are
little
always
different.
there.
I mean, you could do that in D2 with strikes.
But there's no reward for it.
Well, there are rewards, not the same.
Not
but
really. You can't just play and like get a fucking weird ass engram and it's like,
Weird
you
ass.
get all the Vanguard loot.
and it's fucking useless.
I mean, it's the same as the D1 strike specific armor.
Not
It's just-
really.
how is it different?
Because each strike has its own specific loot set.
Yeah, like I mean, there are different loot, but I mean, like at the end of the day, they're just armor pieces.
The Vanguard armor is like you can get that doing anything else. Like, I just want to. It doesn't feel rewarding to play strikes. What I'm trying to say.
I get that, but I don't think playing like 50 strikes in D1 just to get one set of armor is rewarding either. I think you more just enjoyed playing the strikes.
Yeah, because the strikes are more fun in D1.
Yeah, okay. But I'm saying is I don't think the loot in D1 strikes were the reason why
You know my
strikes
favorite
were
strike in
better.
D1 was? The one where you drop into the dark hole and you fight the boss in the
Oh,
darkness.
the new knight who's trying to take over
Yeah.
of the head of
Out
the
Sure.
The
the
Taken.
Taken,
But
yeah.
that fight
Out
was
of Cool or
so
something like
cool.
that.
Yeah,
Such
it's
a cool
The
fight.
the what do you call it? Why am I blanking on what the expansion was called?
Rise of Iron,
No, before that, the big one.
Taken King.
Thank you. I don't know why the hell I forgot that. They had the best strikes. That one, the brothers. The brothers was a dope
Yep.
strike.
Yep.
That was
And then
cool.
what was the third one they added with it? There were 3 strikes with that expansion. Fuck, it's
I don't know.
blanking me, but they were good.
You guys play way more.
Oh, it was the one with the super big shank. In
True.
Rasputin's.
That one was so
That
hard.
one was pretty fun.
It kind of got. I
It's
always
like the
died.
electric currents that were
Yeah,
coming in, and the
I-
friggin' sniper shanks.
I could
and
never
stuff.
deal with that. I got wrecked by that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I feel like the Strike Destiny one were a little more interesting. Destiny
There are
2,
some good strikes in Destiny 2, but there's definitely some forgettable ones.
they're all like fight the boss, visibility phase, fight the boss, visibility phase.
Yeah. Yeah. I
feel
kind of
like
agree with
they're
that.
all,
I'm
like-
not so big into Destiny, but I kind of agree.
Yeah.
With that. That's the sense that I get.
But there's
A
no.
little bit.
Anyways, that wasn't the point of our last news
As
topic.
you can tell, we can get off topic pretty easily.
Yeah, we
Um,
can.
A few months ago, Jason Schreier wrote an article on Kotaku that Anthem's can go like a reboot type of thing, Anthem
Anthem
2.0,
Next, Anthem
like Anthem
2.0,
Next,
yeah.
whatever. Casey Hudson came out today on the BioWare blog and confirmed that they are doing that exact thing.
Their 1-year anniversary is coming up.
Yeah.
Yes, there's no point in launching it. Don't worry about it. Just play Apex Legends anniversary.
True.
Because they're actually doing stuff. But he confirmed that they are taking they are sacrificing, quote unquote sacrificing short-term content, whatever you want to call their short-term content, which they had none of, to look at the game again in the long term of like loot, gameplay, all that stuff, like what we talked about a few months ago. Like they are gonna take a look at it and redo everything.
Yeah, they're not giving up on it, which is
Anthem
good
was
for,
Yeah, it's good.
for
Top
fans.
10 selling game of 2019. So yeah, they better
The hype was there. Yeah.
look at it.
The one thing that bothered me from the post from Hudson, and it's just like they feel like they tooted their own horn too much. They're like,
A little bit.
we were like, we made this really good game, and like they admitted that they faltered, but they were going on about how like they made like a lot of great stuff, and it's like aside from the combat and stuff, like there was a lot of problems with the game. And one thing they said was like how they talked about how like they released like a ton of seasonal content. I didn't own the
No,
game, but am I not right?
no.
Didn't the Cataclysm get like delayed, and then
Yeah.
like scrapped, and like
It
was
wasn't
a lot of,
very
like,
real.
there was almost no post-launch content for the game, right?
Because the game was so
yeah, and
flawed.
like in that post, they talked about like seasons of content that they had released, and they realized that like that wasn't enough.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you didn't release anything.
I feel
That
like
part kind of bothered me a little bit because I was like, you're trying to be like,
I feel
we
like
still made a great game, but
he wrote something and then EA PR got a hand of it,
100%,
Yep.
and I was like,
100%.
no,
yeah.
we're gonna edit.
we got to
this
make
for
this sound a little better. No, 100%. But I was just like,
One thing I don't understand, and they haven't kind of explained, and I'm not so close to the loop, is this: why were there so many problems with the game on release to begin with? No one's ever come out from EA and been like, oh, this is why.
the only thing
No one has
what
ever been,
we
like,
know
you
is
could
Frostbite.
No, that's not an excuse for
I don't
all
think
the
it's an
loot
excuse.
system
Well,
Well,
stuff.
okay,
no,
well,
yeah.
one, it's Frostbite engine. BioWare did not know how to utilize it. Apparently,
Okay.
people didn't know how
But
to.
the engine shouldn't, like, the game looks great. It plays
yeah.
pretty good, apparently.
No, it doesn't.
The engine was for like it was
It doesn't
crashing
play
all the
good?
time.
Okay, fair
The
enough.
loading
Okay.
screens were brutal. You had to load to get into everything. So that I will give the engine. But
So
yeah, the
only-
loot stuff and stuff isn't
The loot,
justified.
the engine, the loot, the fact that they only built the game in 9 months.
Okay.
Yep, because it got re-scrapped. Wasn't there like an article about how people didn't even know what the game was called at E3, like until like right before E3?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like
people.
people
True.
who worked for the company, they didn't
Damn.
know what they had settled.
There
on.
was no direction on the
Yeah.
game. There was no decisions made. You know, the whole flight stuff in the game
Yeah.
was put in just before they showed it.
really
So that's why it was a little wonky, I guess, for controllers. and stuff.
underwater sucked.
Yeah.
Underwater flying was fucked.
Yeah,
But they fixed that. I'll give them that credit.
so like the game just like was doomed from the start, and I just think like this had so much potential, and they
Yeah.
squandered
It looks so
I
good.
didn't even buy it, but I played the free 10-day or like
Yeah, I
10-hour
remember that.
trial that you gave me.
Yeah.
And I had fun with it for what I played because I never reached the end game where the
Mm-hmm.
problems, aside from like some crash and stuff, but like the universe and stuff, they teased me with enough that I want more. And I honestly, like, if Anthem 2.0 or Anthem Next turns out to be good, I will buy it.
It needs to be free.
I will buy it because I didn't buy the original.
Okay.
I think it needs to be free for people
Yeah,
who bought the
I
base
really
game.
do. I really
But
do.
as somebody who didn't pay for the game, I don't mind if they ask me for money.
Yeah.
And again, they haven't updated on how it's going to be monetized, so we'll
I
see.
think it
That's
will be monetized.
I think so, and that's going to be like that's going to make or break the comeback.
Yep.
But if they can make this game good, like I'm interested in the universe. I'm interested in the story, like with the Titans and stuff like that. They had me curious enough. So, and I enjoyed the combat a lot and the flying, aside from the underwater.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I just want them to build a better storytelling universe around it, and I want there to be endgame and loot.
Well, now that they've announced they're doing it, they need to just shut the fuck up and do it.
Yeah,
Don't say anything else. Only come out when you have something to show.
yeah.
Like just work on it. You
I
know.
agree with that. Yeah.
And don't set any being like we're gonna be done now.
Yep. Or
Don't give us release dates. Just fix it, and then you come back to the public when you're ready and
Mhm.
saying, "Look, Anthem next is ready to go," or we're gonna like roll out a beta to make sure stability, something like that. But like when you have something to deliver.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
at this point, their focus should be whatever Dragon Age 4 is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about that.
true.
Yeah, I agree.
I gotta finish Origins.
You're not going to. I don't know why you bring it up like you. will.
You know, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to let something go to realize how much you miss
You
it.
have a bad case of the I gottas.
I do. Yeah.
Because like over the
I
last
do.
couple weeks, you gotta finish Dragon
You
Age.
snipe me,
you
dude.
gotta play Lara Croft.
Snipe.
You
me.
gotta play Tomb
You
Raider.
literally.
You
It's a
gotta
character
play
flaw.
Ori.
Speaking of Lara Croft, you have until Friday to beat it and play it. Play it and lead it.
Why?
Wait, why?
It's leaving Game Pass on Friday.
This Friday?
Wait, Shadow is?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Why?
Oh no!
I don't know. I got a notification about it.
It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Good luck. I don't think you're beating
Yeah,
it in that
no.
time. Really? They just last minute that kind
Not
of
last
sucks.
minute.
When did the news come out for it?
I got a notification about like maybe a week ago.
You didn't say anything.
Wow, you're gonna do your boy like that?
Oh, actually, no. I gonna tell Sean that I forgot to tell
Oh,
you.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll try. I'm sure I can beat the campaign if I grind it.
You're not gonna have fun if you're like just
Yeah, that's true. I want to go slow and stuff.
yeah.
So-
You like
Now
to
for
explore
me,
everywhere.
I'm like I have a reason to buy it on PC now.
True. Did you
When-
you finished it though, right?
No,
You haven't finished it yet? Nick, what the hell? You started like 2 weeks ago.
I've been playing other games,
Yeah,
and
fair
enough, fair enough.
I work 10-hour shifts.
Yeah.
Ew, gross. Stop having
Yeah.
like a life where you do stuff. It's disgusting. But yeah, all these I got is freaking play some games. Stop playing League for one day.
It's my greatest character flaw. It's having big visions and dreams, but
Yeah.
then
Dude, Ori.
Beating-
Play Ori.
yeah. I'm waiting for the second one to come out so I can.
It comes out in a month. Less than a
them.
month. No, a month. What's today?
I think my Game Pass is only for a month. I'm not sure. It might be for 3. I have to check. That's
What
the
the
thing.
hell?
But anyways,
It's the 10th.
yeah.
Yeah. So it comes out literally a month today.
Fair
It's March
fair
10th.
enough. I want to play the Plague Tale. Honestly, I was gonna go home and today and get the Plague and Lara Croft, but maybe I'll just get the Plague Tale.
And Ori. It's
Yeah.
on Game Pass too.
Ori I can wait on. I think.
But I'm saying you have the Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
Do it.
I think that does it
Mm-hmm.
for this episode,
It does.
ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, listening. It's been myself, Nick P, and Brad Crably Crab, along with producer Ethan. You can catch us on Instagram. You can catch us on Instagram and Twitter at 3 Can Play Podcast. Check us out. Hit us up. Thanks for being here. With peace and love, 3 Can Play Out.
Aneurysm.
A little bit.